Movies shouldn't go past a trilogy, or else it just gets weird. Let's take John Wick. John Wick 1 was great. We learned about the guns, the gadgets, the fancy hotels, the rules, and a nice bulletproof suit. Then it was John Wick 2 that carried on the hype. We got to learn about markers and medallions, a bunch of fun, cool things about the universe. But then came John Wick 3, which was good, but sometimes a bit over the top. I mean, I love John Wick 3, but the entire tracking through the desert scene, losing his finger, all the get back in good graces with the table, just to lose it all in less than a day. And I understand why he went back, but it just makes it feel like scenes like this and going to extremes like this, he just made it seem all pointless. But everything was on par. Then came John Wick 4, and it started to get weird. It had a blind assassin, and he did not move like Daredevil. They tried to build this mystique about him, but overall it didn't land. The movie tried to add random mysterious context, and it was alright, but mostly it ended kind of strange, with him shooting the guy he had a problem with in the first place. It felt kind of rushed. But then it got worse. Now, to be fair, I've never seen Battle Arena, and it might be a good movie. But the first scene in the trailer is her taking on a flamethrower with a water hose, which I admit must look cool, but at the same time, it's gotten so far from that original action from John Wick. How about Fast and the Furious, which we all loved? Fast and Furious 2 that brought up the hype even more. Fast 3 is debated because they wanted to push it to the future. But even this movie had a real cool concept. Had fan favorite, long-lasting, loved characters. But then we get to Fast 4. Or 3, depending on who you're talking to. And that's still a good movie. It follows the same concepts of 1 and 2. Street racing. But then you get to Fast 5, where you have this infamous scene right here. Unrealistic, dragging a safe through the city with 2 Mustangs. And in the upcoming movies, it gets even worse, opting to abandon reality completely. This guy, he used to be a mechanic, and somehow overnight, he became a computer genius. They used to be street racers. How did they end up in a spaceship, flying through the sky? They gotten so far off base from the original mission. And it's always after 3. You can even do this with Star Wars. Revenge of the Sith was their official 3rd film. And after that, they had to completely change everything. Everything. First, they needed a new bad guy. Anakin Skywalker, the protagonist, went from hero to villain overnight. Then they had to bring in a new guy to be the new hero. They give him a complete new hero's journey. And that hero journey goes on for the next 3 to 4 films. And after that, you don't even want me to mention the Lucasverse and how weird and wacky things got there. After 3, things get weird. It's a complete revamp or destruction. Jurassic Park was a good movie about resurrecting dinosaurs through eggs and science. Jurassic Park 2, it was just as good, discovering an island of dinosaurs. And then it was 3 that combined the last 2. It was both an island of dinosaurs, and they also made them. But then it got weird. Then they just kept redoing the same thing over and over again. It's a park. They made them. You've done this idea before. Movies are best in 3s.